Yeah, for Florida State University, the Sun Bowl, we really enjoyed it here, man. And the people, the hospitality is outstanding. And myself, I'd never been to El Paso before, and I was just surprised. I thought a little small place is a big place, but as a staff and as a football team, we really enjoyed El Paso. And football team, Florida State University, we're in a position to play Arizona State. Coach Herm, one of my favorites, television, one of my favorites. I used to watch him all the time. But our kids, we practiced well, went out, had a little fun at night, and I made curfew one night at 10 o'clock. I said, Coach, why? You need to rest. Yeah, but we've had fun here at the Sun Bowl. We're looking forward to playing Arizona State. We know we have challenges. We have a big challenge ahead of us. But our kids, this morning I was talking to a few guys. Say, Coach, it's time to play the game. We've been out here long enough. I said, yeah, it's time, guys. I said, today, the last day of preparation, we got to make sure we're on our P's and Q's. We're out there understanding what we have to do as a football team. Well, I'd like to say to you all, thank you very much. You guys been kind to our players, interviewing them and stuff, and they looking forward to tomorrow. Are there any questions?
Obviously, big news came out today and Marvin and coming back. When did you find out that was going to happen, and how huge can that be for the program moving forward?
They told me a few days ago, but that's awesome. The kids love Florida State University. You got Marvin, Wilson, and T. I call him T. That's great. That tells you a lot. Unfinished business. I wish Marvin was playing tomorrow, but thank God he's coming back. But those kids, they know what we have at Florida State, what we're building. So they want to come back and help finish it and get things back to where it's supposed to be at Florida State. And I'm going to say this right here. People saying, well, the program is this. No. We just going through transition. We're Florida State. Our brand is very good. And they know that. That's the reason why they want to stay.
How do you feel these last hours, as a youth coach? How do you feel?
Last hours of being the head coach? That's the question you asking me? Well, it's just like being a coach. I'm going up and doing my job. It's no different. I know I have more responsibility. I have to look out for more. But God has given me a lot of strengths. Dealing with people, learning how to, motivate kids. But it's a job to me. It's something I love to do. So it's good.
What's the What's the scout report on Arizona State? What do you guys have to be ready for?
Well, they're a disciplined football team. They have a very good quarterback. They have very good skill position. They have very good defense. Turnover ratio +10. They're a very good football team. So the head coach of their football team has a lot of experience, and he gets on his kids. You can tell they play very hard.
What is impressive most about Arizona State?
One thing I can tell you this, the young quarterback they have, he know the offense, he understands the offense. And you can tell he's a gym rat. What I mean by gym rat, he studies the film. That kid, pressure doesn't bother him. Yeah, he's smooth underneath pressure. And their defense, they run to the ball, they play hard. They got complicated coverages and stuff. They don't show you everything.
What do you think Marvin was hearing back from the NFL, and how long is he agonizing?
Well, let me tell you something. I don't know what Marvin was hearing. I let Marvin and his mother make that decision. I'm an advisor, a father figure to him. I stay out of that. I'm a father figure to him first.
How special has he been to Florida State over these last 2 years?
Well, I'll tell you this little story. We came back from Boston College. The week of situation happened. And we came back late at night. We were getting off the bus. He was coming down there with his hand operating on, screaming and hollering. That tells you a lot right there. At 11 or 12 o'clock at night, we won the game. Very special.
Bill, did you ever cross paths with Coach Herm before, and what's it been like getting to interact with him over the last few days?
Yes, back in the mid-'90s, Coach Herm used to be at Tampa. And me as a young coach, Coach Andrews and Coach Gladden, we used to go down there and visit with them all installed in Tampa too. I mean, we would go down there, aggravate them, and talking to Rod Marinelli. And I met a lot of the guys, Tomlin, a lot of the guys down there then. Very nice. He's a go-getter. You could tell how he is.
What's your running back situation going to be like?
It's going to be good. You know, that's one thing I told our kids, we're going to do what we have to do. Fit in, let's go play football. You don't make no excuses. Go do it. Florida's the no way.
Coach, it's supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow at kickoff. How comfortable is your team with the weather?
Well, yesterday we was practicing. It was like 33. I think we'll be okay.
Coach Dookie with the KROD, what are your thoughts about, just general thoughts about players sitting out bowl games? It seems to be happening more these days. Just your thoughts. Obviously, it's their choice. What are your thoughts?
And you're right, it's their choice. And who am I to say what a kid should be doing or should not be doing? You sit down, you talk to them, you educate them about life. I can't tell a kid to go or stay. I'll never forget Coach Bobby Bowden. I had a kid. He was a junior. He projected to be in the first round. I said, Coach, what am I supposed to do? I was a young coach, about 27 years old, starting when I was 26. He said, Odell, let me tell you this. You give them all the information they need. You advise them on certain things. You don't tell them to stay or you don't tell them to go. Because what if that kid come back and get hurt, he never, ever can play again. He said, you advise them and show them your heart and tell them you love them. And give them a lot of information. That's for them and their parents to do.
How big would a win in this bowl game be for this Florida State program moving forward into next year?
Well, you know what? We got to talk about it now. We got to get ready for the meetings today and go over special teams and the offense, the defense. And really, we're thinking about taking care of Florida State, the things we have to do, go out and play well.
You've given 30 years of your life to this institution, and this is your fourth different head coach you've worked under. And we know you love Florida State, but is there a vision that you have to also see to make you want to continue to be a coach at Florida State?
You know that God gives me all my visions. It's not what I want. I pray about every situation. I've turned down numerous jobs, NFL, colleges and stuff. I enjoy doing what I'm doing. When it's not enjoyable anymore, I'll start doing something else.
Coach, can you talk to me about Ricky Olayo is going to kick a crowd at the center? How is he in the for the team?
He's a leader. Ricky is a great dude. His brother played for us, and he was drafted by the Buccaneers. Ricky is a great guy. He's a team leader. Ricky goes out every day, works hard. Had a little slump this year, but he got out of it. And he's a great guy. He's a great leader. Our kids respond to him.
One more question.
Coach, you heard from your coordinators the other day from Burnett, but obviously those are guys that new staff coming in, moving on after this year. How important is it for your players to get a win for those guys? And if you guys had internal conversations based on going out the right way?
Well, speaking of the staff, I'm proud of this staff. They've been professionals. And really, we haven't talked about when we talk to them, our players, about getting ready for the game, preparing for the game. But this staff has done everything I asked them to do. I take my hat off to them.